Podcast with yours truly, Trevor.
And Juan.
Week 2 is finally in the books. How was your weekend, buddy?
You know, you were there all of it.
That's true, actually.
We had a great weekend. It was awesome.
Yeah.
32 bars is awesome. I almost said something I shouldn't have said. Anyway, first game. Cardinals at Ravens, which is what I thought it was going to be. A nice little bout with the Ravens coming out on top.
First of all, Lamar Jackson had a stellar game today. You know, pretty good game for him. A lot of people are saying that, he played against the Miami Dolphins first and then the Arizona Cardinals. But, you know, we got to see more. I mean, so far he's been impressing me lately, you know, but I still need to see more, though, honestly speaking.
Yeah, I agree with him, but you play who's in front of you. And
of course,
he's demolished who's in front of him, so what more can you ask for, right?
Kyler Murray played well, too, to be honest. Like,
he did.
He's actually keeping them in games, actually. Christian Kirk, over 100-yard receiving. Larry Legend, of course, it's Larry Legend, of course. But
that's what happens.
But they're, like I said, a lot of people saying that, they'll get demolished, but, you know, they're staying in games. So I like what I'm seeing so far. But
with running the ball like 10 times only and throwing it like 50.
Yeah,
I think Kyler Murray almost has like damn near 100 attempts already in 2 games. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. They probably get a win somehow, some way, but
eventually they're not going to be the worst team in the NFL.
No.
Obviously, outside Miami, they're not going to be the worst team in the NFL. No way. There's going to be like 2 or 3 at least that'll be worse than they are.
I think Cardinals may actually win 6 games this year.
It's very possible if Kyler Murray continues, but he's doing definitely.
Yeah.
I will say one thing about Lamar Jackson though, because people are really doing that hype train. The plays we've seen, because I haven't seen full games yet, but with the plays I've seen, he's throwing to wide open dudes, bro. Like, he's throwing throws that I can make. So I don't know where all this hype is coming from.
I think he's playing against... I'm not going to lie to you. Patrick Peterson, in my opinion, is overrated. In my opinion,
he's not there, though.
He's not there?
Nah.
Who the fuck is there?
Exactly why everybody's ODing.
Why did I thought that Patrick Peterson was playing?
Remember, he's suspended because the integrity of the game. Let me not go Patriot mode. But, yeah.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I barely saw the highlights because who watches the Ravens game?
We're going to have to at this rate.
I think we're going to have to because, like, it's too much thing to cover right there. But it was the Dolphins and it was the Cardinals and gotta see.
Yeah, that's the story.
I want to see Lamar Jackson do that against maybe against a New England or.
That's probably what's going to take too because a lot of defenses that are trash this year so far.
Yeah, cause I can't say that
they're playing Kansas City exactly. And
I can't say that because their defense is pretty shit too. So that will be actually a really good game down the road though. But
next week.
Oh man, so so good shit for the Ravens going 2-0. I think they're gonna have pretty much control of the division.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah, because my pick for that AFC North is pretty much dead.
Mine too.
Because man.
I'm assuming it's the same. So yeah, that's but we'll get there when we get there. Dallas at Redskins. What to say about this? They expected, right? Dak going crazy. If not, Zeke will go crazy. Redskins aren't a good football team. What else did
they actually held their own in this game.
They held their own the last 2 games.
I mean,
but they
even
still
though
got their ass whooped.
Derek Dak is out, but let's give Dak his money. Let's give it to him. He's playing these games just for the hell of it. The Cowboys just really was on cruise control in this game. Like we basically know that the Washington Redskins was going to beat them, and I just didn't see much right there. Like they were just there just to do it and keep it moving.
Seriously, I'm pretty sure Josh Norman sucks.
I thought that suck.
I don't know, because I don't watch their games, but I think he's getting torched up a storm.
I wrote a stats on Facebook on the first week when he was playing against the Eagles, and oh my god, like D-Jack was just killing him the entire game. Like, yo, listen, man, and then like you paid him all this money, and now I see why Carolina didn't want to pay you the money because you suck, like you fucking suck. But that's the here no there. Cowboys 2-0. This might be
easy 2-0. They gotta play Miami next week, so that's 3-0. We don't have to talk about,
what?
Dude, the spread is 20 points, bro.
What?
Because they're at Dallas too. This is Miami's first road game.
Oh my god! So they may fuck around and lose 50-0.
They could lose 50 again.
The Miami Dolphins may have the worst point differential we've ever seen in history of NFL. Like
they're already at 102.
And out of 2, that's fucking baffling. Like wow, like 10 points in 102. That's horrible. That is awful. That is awful. But anyway,
let's move on.
The Indianapolis Colts on the road get a win against the Titans 19-17.
Yes.
I for one was shocked with this game because they couldn't beat Andrew Luck when he was there. Now he's not there no more, and y'all still can't beat them. This is not looking good for Titans.
Like Mariota was Mariota. He just threw like right there, didn't make any plays like he should have. You know, the Titans being the Titans.
But the big story here was that our guy, Mr. Automatic, Adam Vinatieri,
automatically, on grass, ain't the uprights no more.
I don't know obviously we know what's going on.
He's almost 50.
Father Time is tapping on his shoulder saying,
"Yeah, it's time, man.
Listen, man, what more you gotta prove? You already have the most points by any NFL player in the history of the NFL. That's probably gonna be a record that no one's ever going to break. 25 years, almost 25 years in the league. Like, damn, he looked like fucking Santa Claus.
1995, man. I was 3 years old.
That shit is ridiculous. But like I said, man, you got nothing to prove, man. And you know what it is? A lot of people shit on him saying, "Oh, he has 84% kicking percentage," and I'm like, the man played 25 years, so 84% in 25 years is actually world class. Like, you can't really.
How many kicks is that?
Yeah, it's like over like thousands of kicks over his career. Like, it's world class. Like, people don't know what they're talking about.
Obviously, hence why we do this, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's just ridiculous. But man, I was really disappointed that the Titans really dropped the ball on this one.
I was happy. I picked Indy to win that division. Let's go.
Shit, but still time though. It's still gonna be a barn burner for that division.
It is. But both division games were slobbered.
The Seattle Seahawks on the road beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-26. Now, I'm gonna go on the Steelers because this is first of all, we wish Ben the very best with his injury.
He's gonna be alright. He ain't come back to next year. So,
but honestly speaking, I think he's done. I think he already.
I heard that a lot.
I think he already had a lot of issues with. He was contemplating retirement the last couple of years now.
He actually was.
His fire is not in it no more. You can tell in that game against the Patriots last week, he was not in. Like, you could tell he was like he didn't want. You could tell he didn't want to be there. And once you get that feeling, it's time to go. And then this one right there, like, first of all, that injury looked horrible. That injury looked really, really bad.
I seen his elbow almost implode.
Oh, that was terrible. But then again, Mason Rudolph played really well. He threw it. His first pass was an interception, but wasn't his fault because Dante Monkey's a bum.
Oh my god! Why they keep putting him out there?
I'm surprised he's still on the team. I would have cut him. He would have been cut a long time ago. 5 drops in 2 games. That's disgusting. That's disgraceful. And a lot of Steelers fans that I was looking at that online saying, get rid of him right now, saying that if he starts next week, it's like, yo, why are you starting?
Gonna flip out.
But after that tipped interception, they benched him for the rest of the game. I mean,
he needs to get cut.
They should have cut him a long time ago.
He
but
needs to get cut last week.
Russell Wilson had a pretty decent game in that game.
Russell Wilson is obliterating this league so far. It was from Lamar Jackson doing all these crazy things. He'd be MVP candidate, like the first one.
Yeah.
Very early to say. Obviously, it's been 2 weeks, but I'm just saying.
Like I said, Seattle, even though they won by 2 points, they pretty much been squeaking by these victories though, which is kind of like
it's a little concerning. Yeah.
Yeah, a little concerning that they're just like last week, Cincinnati. We'll get to them later on, but you barely beat Cincinnati last week. It's kind of just concerning, especially with the Steelers that's really depleted on defense. Mm-hmm. Until we found out today that Minka Fitzpatrick is now a Pittsburgh Steeler, which they needed a lot of help in defense.
Oh, they needed him so bad.
They needed him bad, and they only gave up a first rounder and a couple of picks in later rounds either. But that's a big pickup for the Steelers.
He's a pretty good player.
So. He's only in the second year in the league.
Yeah.
And he still has like 3 years left on his contract.
Yeah, they gotta stay with that.
And he's cheap. He's a cheap. And so.
But they needed him desperately because their safeties are god. They've never even tried to do anything about that position. It feels like since Troy Poe left, and that was in 2014.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that because they tried to develop defensive backs through the draft in the last 5 years, and they can't. Artie Burns he sucks. He's horrible.
Yeah, he's whack.
He's hard. Yeah, so that's kind of concerning there. But you know what? At least now they need to get a win. They need to get wins coming up because Baltimore is looking like they're about to have a strong hold in this division. And Cleveland, still still in the thick of things. But yeah.
Yeah, they're 0-2, but it's not the end of the world. Even though it feels like it, they can still take a wild card spot. And for all we know, the Ravens could fall off a cliff. We don't know. And Cleveland sucks. We'll get to them too. Well, at the end of the show, we'll get to them. But yeah, they still got a shot, and they seem to really like Mason Rudolph. And to be that guy, Roethlisberger couldn't move the ball while Mason Rudolph almost won the game.
Honestly speaking, I think it speaks volumes, especially when they drafted Mason Rudolph, how he said, no disrespect, young man, I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not training you. I'm not showing you the ropes. And he was very, like, if you notice that, he was like, I'm not showing you the ropes or nothing.
That means he was threatened.
He felt very threatened. You can tell because he said, oh, I might want to call him, text him, give me tips. He figured that shit out on his own.
But I understand, but it's still kind of grimy.
I get it, though.
Understand.
Especially when someone who just comes in, he wants to learn. I mean, you're not going to play forever, Ben Roethlisberger, but...
I think Brady kind of does the same thing. I mean, he's not that ridiculous. Like, he was there for Garoppolo and them, but he's not going to try and give him all the tricks in the trade, you know?
Yeah, fucking run and leave him and everything.
Yeah. I think Peyton was the same way, too. He didn't want nobody behind him like that. All the greats were like that. Favre was like that, too. Favre and Rodgers hated each other. And Favre didn't pay attention to him at all, either.
Yeah,
so...
It happens, though. Listen, it's the changing of the guard, man. We got to get used to it, though. But we'll see.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's going to be interesting to look at.
Yeah. I hope they win the division anyway because I picked y'all. So
Me too.
Together. The Buffalo Bills do the MetLife Stadium sweep. They defeat the Giants 28-14.
We got to talk about some fat news that happened earlier today. I know you hyped about that, right?
I am actually because I was talking to my dad about this earlier. The Buffalo Bills win 28-14. I don't know where to begin.
There's not much to say, man.
Because that Giants defense is awful.
Yeah, there's not much to say.
And I said it last week. I said, and my what makes it worse? What makes it worse? The offensive line, the Giant offensive line, actually gave Eli time to throw the ball, but he was a statue and was like, he can't throw the ball past 10 yards, and it's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, that's why I realized, you know what? You have to make a move. You have to do something because the Giant offensive line actually protected him. Parts of last year too, when they was like, even though they were bad last year, there were some games that, all right, fine, we got some time for you. Throw the ball, and you won't throw the ball.
Yeah, when people talk about offensive line playing and these quarterbacks get sacked a lot, whatever, you do realize that at least 25% of those sacks are their fault, right?
Yeah.
Like, look at Rodgers and, Watson and people like that. They hold the ball forever. Not to say this Watson's fault, because, again, 25% of the sacks he took last year, that's still an astronomical amount that they allowed. So, he still got shit offensive line. But I'm just saying, the quarterbacks don't help. So, it's the same difference here.
Like I said, the news came out this morning that Daniel Jones will be the starter for Week 3 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a lot of Giant fans are ecstatic because the Eli Manning era, essentially, is officially over. Long overdue. I think it's the right move. I think Pat Shurmur is probably going to tell himself, listen, I'm going to get fired at the end of the season. Let me just go with my guns blazing. Also, I think it's good because now that, like in the preseason, he got the feel of the offense already, like, the feel of it. So I think he should be okay. And, see where he goes from there. Like I said, it's just... Now the problem is, now that he's there now, you can't go back to Eli. Like, you can't go back to him and say, oh, if it doesn't work out. I mean, if it doesn't work out, then, oh, well. But that's it. You're married to him now.
One of my friends was joking about Eli getting traded to the AFC because they keep talking about we need kryptonite against the Patriots. And what if there is a chance? I love how everything's, like, transcribing because it's, like, happening little by little. What if we get traded, like, Jacksonville or something with Tom Coughlin?
I think it's kind of like 2 years too late. They should do that 2 years ago. It would have been perfect 2 years ago.
Oh, it would have been really bad 2 years ago. They might have a Super Bowl.
Probably.
Philly may not have a Super Bowl.
Probably. I think that, that ship has sailed. We could get to Jacksonville later, but that ship has sailed.
You don't gotta get to nothing. They suck too.
Yeah, they do suck.
Nah, we gotta talk about the quarterback though, so we'll get there. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but
quarterback
for the Bills are 2-0. They are tied at the top of the AFC East for now.
Remember when people say the AFC East is really whack? Remember when they said it sucked?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering how that's going, but 2 teams 2-0. Huh.
I mean, for now. I mean, the Bills have the Bengals next week, so
they don't look that bad though. Like they can take a wild card spot.
They
but
could.
Then the AFC completely sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
The AFC North is better than them when they're like struggling. There's 3 teams struggling and there's 1 team that's good.
Yeah.
The AFC South is there when no one ever really gets past 9 wins, but the AFC East sucks. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I understand the pettiness. I understand that. Yeah. You know, defense played very well against the Giants. I mean, it's the Giants, so fuck it.
Yeah, that's the easiest thing they can ask for.
Yeah, but you know, you could say that the Bills are the Kings of New York, literally, because
they're the only team in New York City anyway, or city, New York.
New York, sorry, yeah. But good win for them, 2-0. They played Cincinnati next week, so we'll see where we go from there. Maybe it'll be a 3-0 start for week 4 against us. Maybe we'll see.
Or the Bengals will come out of nowhere and smack them. Like, it's possible.
It's possible.
I don't even know what to expect from these teams half the time, man.
For real. The 49ers on the road. A lot of road teams won this week. The 49ers on the road smacked the hell out of the Bengals, 41-17.
Made me look stupid. I'm never picking them to win anything again. Bumholes.
I mean, are the Bengals really this bad? Like, are they really that? Like, you really almost beat Seattle last week. And you lay an egg like this. Like, that's why I said, oh shit, they may.
Dude, I knew they lost when Marquise Goodwin scored that wide open touchdown at the beginning of the game. I seen that. I'm like, they're gonna get their ass whooped. I already knew. And I did say last week that if Jimmy Garoppolo plays like the Jimmy Garoppolo GOAT that we all remember in New England, they're going to win. That's exactly what happened. So there's your 40 bomb.
Yeah. Yes.
That's simple.
Yeah, man. They suck, man. The Bengals suck.
Yeah, so the 49ers are 2-0. And that division in the NFC West is very interesting. There's 3 teams.
2-0 teams, yeah. The
3
Rams,
of them.
The Seahawks, and themselves.
And the 49ers look like the second best. You can argue best, but I wouldn't go that far.
We started to see them play against each other.
Yeah.
To see what happens there. Because potentially the Cardinals play the 49ers hard every year. Like, they literally kill each other in these divisions. So
they do.
Like I said, it's a good win for them. You know, we'll see what happens next week.
Yeah, that division is great.
The Detroit Lions hold off the Los Angeles Chargers at home.
So pissed about this game.
13-10.
So man, I called this. I called it.
Yeah, you did.
But I went with the safe pick like an idiot and picked the Chargers when I know how the Los Angeles Chargers will sometimes transform into the San Diego Chargers, and that's what we saw yesterday. Classic San Diego.
No, you're right though, because they lost a lot of games over the year they should have won. I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand even. The Lions get their first win of the year. This was supposed to be an easy win for San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers.
No, they are right now. They're San Diego.
I don't know why they left San Diego. There's no reason for I don't know, but that's a whole other story right there.
It is.
The Green Bay Packers hold off the Minnesota Vikings 21-16. This was actually a really interesting game, actually.
It's a tale of two halves.
Yeah, it's like, wow, because Packers first half were running away with this.
They're beating the crap out of them, and Kirk Cousins was god awful. That didn't change. That was the tale of the entire game. But they were beating the crap out of them in the first half, mainly first quarter though. But the second half, I don't know where Aaron Rodgers and the offense went. I guess they went home. I don't know. I don't have a clue. They didn't score the entire second half. But the defense in the Green Bay Packers, though, they held up. Besides, like, 2 bombs.
I'm like I said last week when they played against Chicago, I said that I need to see more from this defense because they looked impressive last week. Another impressive win this week. Like I said, so they're moving in the right direction right now. But like, I don't want to like blow my load and be like, oh shit, I don't want to do that. I need to see more. Like I said, I'm not gonna ride the train. Just need to see more.
No, I understand, but this is one of the better defenses that Aaron Rodgers has had since 2010.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, something. So these next 2, especially next year, because they're gonna be all polished next year, because they'll have the year now to get ready. This Aaron Rodgers, next 2 years, you got no excuses to make a Super Bowl, dude. Like, how many more excuses does he need? He got no defense. He got no weapons. He's injured. This, blah, blah, blah. Dog, like
he has to get there first. I think with the Packers in a playoff Packer team, always you got to say, oh, this is a dangerous team. I've always said that before.
I've never in my life said that.
I said that before. I said when they make the playoffs, they can literally just turn it on. I don't know. They can just turn it on, whatever. But
they've never seen that. I've only seen them do that against Dallas. That's it. He completely underperforms in playoff games, and almost all of them. No, you really look through it. He really does.
I'm talking about like if you look in on paper when the playoffs start.
Yeah, on paper. Yeah,
You,
right.
you should say if you like play it out, like you do like random simulation, whatever. You would think that okay, cool, they can get hot at the right time.
But
like,
they never.
But they never do. Shit.
They don't. He underperforms in the playoffs all the time. I can probably maybe count 2 or 3 games out of like the 11 he played since 2010 that he's played well, but otherwise he's completely underperformed. I don't understand it. Look, I just tired of hearing excuses for the last few years about him. I only gave him 1 game for an excuse, and that was the 2016 NFC Championship game. Because what the hell were we supposed to do against that Atlanta team?
Yeah.
So that's the only game I do.
That.
And that was one of his better games to me. He tried his hardest to win that game, but every other one, you underperform all the time. Like, I don't get it. Whatever. I can talk about this for hours. So let's move on to the next this game.
Yeah, the Houston Texans pulled on a victory against the Jaguars 13-12.
Why did they go for 2?
I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that either. I was like, yo, you know what it is? I think Doug Marrone was saying, listen, because we're gonna trust our defense can get the stop. This didn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't like how coaches I'm trying to be cheeky and be cute, and then next team they lose the game. Like, do you understand, Mr. Marrone, that you're playing for coaching for your job? Like literally, you're on the hot seat. They're trying to get rid of you, and you do stupid shit like this. This is why shit like this happens.
Your best player hates you, wants to leave the team.
Your best player hates you, wants to leave the team. Mr. Ramsey, he wants to leave Duval County, and I can't say I blame him because you know what's crazy? 2 years ago, they would say, "Oh, watch out, New England! Watch out, New England! The Jaguars are coming for y'all," and now they're trash again. Like
I knew that was gonna happen. Every year there's a one-trick pony, one-hit wonder, and I knew they were one of them.
Like I said, and then they started playing the Smash Mouth team in 2018. Oh shit, lose. Because remember they had a soft schedule in 2017, and they took advantage of it. And then when they start playing the big boys, you realize, yeah, you can't hang with us.
Yeah, you can't hang with any of the guys. They suck. I knew that.
But yeah, that's
I just don't know why they ran it too in the second the 2-point conversion. Just give it to the quarterback. The quarterback played decent. Again, that's the story to me in Jacksonville. Is Gardner Minshew gonna be taking over and you're paying all this money for Nick Foles on a reason, or what's gonna happen there? That's gonna be interesting in the few next 2 months before he comes back. Now for Houston's case, it's like yeah, Houston. A lot of people are coming to like the fact that y'all not it yet either. But yeah, good luck with O'Brien.
I picked Houston to be a wild card team this year, but they just. I be feeling really bad for Deshaun Watson, man. This man gets hit a lot. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, can you just get this man off his line? Just be halfway decent.
How many? I think 4. Was it 4 sacks?
Yeah, it was 4 against Jacksonville. I believe 4 against Jacksonville.
I think it's 4.
And he had 6. He had 6 against the Saints on Monday night last week. It's a lot. That's a lot of hits. Like, you can only take but so many hits. I'm sorry, but poor guy. Poor guy. I'm not too sure exactly how many things he has.
I'm looking right now. Pretty sure it's 4 this week. So like for sacks, it'll be 10 in total if it's 4. Hits and pressures and all that. That's a whole different
story. Like,
and that's gonna exponentially rise.
And then my thing is that like I said, Jacksonville's front 7 is elite. Like Like first of all,
if they have anything positive.
I really like Josh Allen. First of all, I was a steal in the draft last year. Josh Allen. That boy good. That boy good. But
I was like an accident. I don't know how the heck he fell that far in the first place.
I don't understand how he fell that far either. It was kind of weird to me. Hold on, I think it's.
Yeah, I'm checking my phone now.
The Jacksonville defense had. Wait, no. 4.
Yeah, it was 4. It was right.
4. Yeah, 4 sacks. Yeah. That's 10 sacks in 2 games. That's averaging 5 sacks a game.
You're already a 6 to where you were last year already in 2 games. You still got 14 more to go. Let's see if he survives.
Goddamn.
All right, this is good because the next 2 games are quick.
All right. The Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Raiders 28-10. The Chiefs literally scored 28 points in the second quarter.
They beat them 1 quarter.
Beat them all 1 quarter, and they didn't score again. Quite frankly, the way that Patrick Mahomes was finding his receivers was all wide open like that is ridiculous. Like, this man is literally
It's Patrick Cojones.
a cheat code. Speaking of Patrick Mahomes, we was at a bar on Sunday, and there was a dude at this bar who looked exactly the splitting image of Patrick Mahomes.
He did.
I was like, yo, that shit. Gosh, I mean, I knew you get that shit a lot, but he was funny as hell though.
We should have took a picture of him.
We should. I was thinking about this. Like, no one believed it. Like celebrity.
We should have took a picture.
A celebrity.
Because he was cool. He was hanging out with us.
Yeah,
he was the life of the bar.
He was hilarious. You know, he actually made that game actually watchable because that shit was crazy. The Raiders fall back to earth. Mm-hmm. They thought that, we're gonna bust the Broncos' ass. Dominant, fuck AB, and now all of a sudden you got fucked by Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed those little 10 minutes of fame y'all had.
Yeah, because you're back to irrelevancy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's go on.
I'm about to say St. Louis. The LA Rams defeated the Saints 27-9 in the NFC Conference rematch.
So I called that the Saints' demise will start after this game. I didn't mean it to happen in this way.
Yeah.
This kind of blows. I love Drew Brees with a passion. He's my second favorite player. And I did not mean to call for his demise. I called that the Saints are going to go downhill from there and lose like every freaking game after this. But I didn't think he was going to get hurt.
I'm pretty sure the Saints fans don't like you right now.
I'm pretty sure of that too. I didn't mean to send him to the hospital.
Petty as hell.
It was an accident. Aaron Donald takes all freaking souls, don't they?
Is he hurt? He's hurt too.
He came back in the game though. He'll be alright.
Damn, but that shit's crazy.
It does suck because Bridgewater was trash.
Yeah. My thing is that he didn't look good either.
No, like I know it was like sudden, but still he sucked. And the type of player that he is, he's not gonna be the guy to go downfield for you. He's ridiculously conservative. He's a dark-skinned Alex Smith. That's basically how he plays.
Yeah.
Like that's not good. That's not how the Saints offense works. They do the ball downfield, not often, but they do it every once in a while.
But this does damper my NFC South division pick because
it does.
It dumps it very well because now Atlanta can actually,
which was my pick.
It was your pick. Atlanta.
They have it in a silver platter.
Can you take it now? Unless never mind. You know what? You're right because Carolina actually, I don't see Carolina getting much better than they already are.
Me neither. I don't have Carolina getting back from this.
And Tampa Bay, the defense can only hold them for so much, but you know what I mean. It's just
I feel you. I put these freaking schedules up in this web thing, and they don't work. I'm gonna go on my phone. I want to pull up the same schedule because he's supposed to be gone for about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So I want to see if we can go ahead and predict those 6 games right now. Since we have a little bit of time.
I think I have it right here. The New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, they're going to Seattle. They're going to get destroyed.
Yeah, that's 1-2.
Yeah.
Then they play the Cowboys.
They're going to get destroyed. That's another
1-3. They host the Buccaneers.
That's winnable. But if we see the Buccaneers we saw on Thursday, they're going to lose that game.
Then they play the Jaguars in Duval County.
That's also losable, but I'm going to give them that. I think they'll take that one.
And then they have the Bears
in
Chicago.
They're going to get destroyed.
And then
they're going to kill Teddy Bridgewater.
And then they host the Cardinals.
Which is winnable, but I'm not entirely sure.
Wait, it's not 6 weeks, right?
No, the Falcons is that
game.
And
the Falcons is 6 weeks. He comes back. So,
so with me, I have them winning 2 out of the next 6.
So that puts them at 3-6. I don't know. It's not good. It's not good.
So they lose, but they won right now, right?
Yeah.
So they'll be 3-5.
It's not terrible.
That's actually, they can come back from that.
Yeah, not terrible.
If Breeze is 100% fine, they can come back from that and steal the division, depending how Atlanta does.
But we'll see about that. But still about it. And then depending on if the NFC is still that conference where everybody is fighting for a spot, like literally everyone's a shot there. But
there's another game I wanted to play before. We only got 2 games left. No, 3 games left.
Yeah.
There's one other thing I wanted to do. The Steelers schedule. Now that there's no Ben Roethlisberger, just look at that quick and see how that's gonna go. So they just gotten beat by Seattle, right? So you gotta go to 49ers, which is a huge problem.
Yeah.
Because the 49ers look okay. So if they are at least 75% what they were last week, they will be getting beat up.
Yeah.
Then they have host the Bengals. Bengals never beat them, so they should win this game.
They should.
Then they host Baltimore. That's gonna be a big test. Big test. Then they go to Chargers. So the Steelers are now an underwhelming team. Chargers likes to lose against underwhelming teams.
Yeah.
So it's very possible they take this game, Pittsburgh. They're gonna they gotta play the Dolphins as a win, as a blowout. Anyway, then they host Indianapolis. Ben Roethlisberger is usually the one that throws 100 touchdowns against Indy every time they play, but there is no Ben Roethlisberger, so that's gonna be very interesting. And this is a different Colt team. This is not an Andrew Luck Colt team when they sucked. This is a different Colt team. Then they host the Rams. They're gonna get beat up. Then they go against the Browns. That's gonna be interesting. Because if the Browns are anything how they are now, I've got Pittsburgh winning both games.
Yeah.
But I think by then Browns will start to get together, so this will be interesting.
They may actually split now.
Yeah, it's very possible.
They split now, yeah.
Then Steelers go to Bengals. I'm still gonna pick them to win. The Bengals cannot beat Pittsburgh for some reason. Then Browns go to Steelers. So they got 3 big divisional games right back to back to back. Then they go to Arizona. That might be a loss because that's a cross country. Cross country, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go. Then they're gonna go against the Bills. The Bills are also a team who likes to underachieve. You know, they should be better than what they are. So Steelers could take that game. It's very possible. Then they have to go to the Jets. The Jets suck to me. They don't win anything. And then they end the year at Baltimore.
I think
that's tough.
I think that's kind of hard. If Roethlisberger was there, that game would have decided the division probably.
Yeah, I think so too.
But it depends on how everything goes.
I honestly think they actually might go 8-8 with Moore. I think Moore might actually be a decent quarterback. They might go 8-8.
I mean, you might as well just figure out something because I don't even know who their backup is.
I don't know.
Yeah, but at least I'm just happy that they chose Mason Rudolph over Josh Dodds.
They got rid of him.
Yeah. But that's neither here nor there.
So let's finish. You got 3 more games and 2 of them are fast.
The Chicago Bears defeated the
freaking heartbreaker.
On a heartbreaker, the Denver Broncos. Oh, first of all, can we just be honest? Be speaking. Watching that game because we watched most of it at the bar that game. Unfortunately, can we be honest? Mitch Trubisky can't be this garbage.
He sucks, dude.
He can't be this trash. Like the Bears can't be this offensively challenged. He was horrible.
Oh, he's trash.
Horrible. I'm like, what the hell was that? And then Joe Flacco scanned him all the way back there, and then it's like, you know. the people to steal someone's win like that, like the Broncos really thought they only won the game. Yeah, we're gonna come in here. It's really hard to beat the Broncos in Denver. Mm-hmm. It's a really hard place to win in, but the Bears did it, and it's like
thank you refs.
Thank you refs.
Because that was not roughing the passer. They are crazy for calling that. Ridiculous. That's what set them up for field goal range.
But. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was hoping he missed. I was hoping he was gonna miss.
That would have been hilarious.
But you know, the end of getting the victory there. But damn, poor Broncos. Because Joe Flacco actually played well in the second half, in the fourth quarter actually, because he was god awful the whole game. The fourth quarter, he was like, all right, let me pick it up. Let me show them why I'm still Joe Flacco.
Let me get something from my 2012 playbook.
Yeah, right? but it wasn't enough because damn, that was really bad.
Trubisky sucks.
He sucks. He really fucking sucks.
He's bad.
Oh my god.
There's nothing to say about that. He's trash.
The Bears defense is literally holding this team together. The Bears only scored 19 points in 2 games. Literally, they 3 points in the verse.
Sucks.
He's terrible. That's just. And it makes it worse that you traded up for him. Unbelievable. Left Deshaun Watson on the board. Patrick Mahomes on the board. Can you imagine Pat Mahomes on the Chicago Bears?
They will be undefeated.
They'll be indestructible. Indestructible. Holy shit.
They'll be undefeated.
Just kicking the shit at everybody. It'll only be fair.
Well, thank God that didn't happen.
Well, thank you for being a pretty stupid front office franchise. The Falcons finally get a win against the Philadelphia Eagles. They've lost the last 3 games to them. And it seems to always end the same way. The last 2 games, the Falcons are inside the 5. fourth down and try to pass to Julio, and to no avail. They lose both times. But this time,
since they weren't at the 1, they were all the way at like the 50.
The Eagles were also pretty close, had the chance there, but this 1 yard short of the first down, and that was ended there. The Falcons got the win there.
I do have one thing to say, and I have a question.
What?
If you can answer this. What the hell was up with that quarterback play? What was that? You seen some of those interceptions? Like, what the hell were both of them
First
doing?
of all, Trumaine, he's a French actor, last name, like John, I don't know what his name was. Like, Trufant, Trufant.
Desmond Trufant.
Yeah, Trufant.
Literally Carson Wentz.
Killed Carson Wentz. And I'm like, damn, like, I get Eagle fans are happy that he's healthy and is good and everything, but
you can't suck.
My thing is that I just don't understand. He's trying to, like, prove that him getting that championship wasn't a fluke. But let's be honest, that's Nick Foles' championship. You had, like, let's be honest. I mean, for real, that's Nick Foles' championship. He got you that ring, not you. You had a good first half of the year. They got injured, but let's be honest, that's Nick Foles' title. That's it. So you need to prove to us that I could put the team on my back and do it again. But I gotta see that. But
this team might be overrated, man. We might have overrated it.
Yeah, I mean, we did pick them to win the division, NFC East division. Well, I did at least, but
I did too.
But the Falcons, with everything happening to the Saints, they needed this win, and hopefully they can use that momentum to get to the next level. But right now, now with the Saints and Drew Brees hurt, this is your division to take.
Again, in a silver platter. Even though they look like ish too, they don't look good either. Matt Ryan still looks like he sucks. The offensive line still looks like it sucks. At least Julio's still Julio. Yeah. The defense look much better. At least that's good. But Matt Ryan doesn't look any better to me. He sucks. So until he fixes it, they're not gonna do anything. And then for Eagles, their line look like they suck too. Like, what's up? Hence, Wentz got destroyed back there. Like, what's up with that offensive line? They used to be one of the best ones. Yeah. Yeah. Now defense, their secondary still god awful. That ain't gonna change. And then their line, and then I don't see them getting much pressure up front. So maybe we really did overrate this Philly team. But we'll see. Again, this is the second out of 16 games, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, who knows? And then finally, the Cleveland Browns go into MetLife and defeat the Jets 23-3. I'm not gonna lie to you, this was a very underwhelming game.
You saw it? I didn't watch that.
I watched the entire game.
I'm sorry.
I watched it. I was at work and.
Oh, at least you were doing something else.
No. I was literally on my phone at work, just watching the game. Just didn't care, but because it was boring, nothing to do with it anyway. So
you'd rather have watched this piece of trash game.
It was better than what I was doing at work. Shit. But the thing was that this is my issue with. I'm start with the Browns. Mm-hmm. Baker Mayfield was horrible in this game. Mm-hmm. He was horrible. Give credit to the Jets front seven. Man, they were eating this man alive. And you know what it is? A lot of times he's trying to scramble, do some fucking stupid shit. A lot of times he just stand in the pocket trying to look for a receiver and gets hit. Like in the fourth quarter, it was 2 minutes left in the game, and Booger McFarland was saying, "Yo, Baker, why are you throwing the ball at 2 minutes left? You're up by 20, run the ball, and that's it." And as soon as he said that shit, he called for the snap, tried to throw the ball, and got sacked. But the way he got sacked, oh shit, you're lucky that you didn't break your goddamn ankle.
Oh my god.
But he was bad. He was terrible. But Odell Beckham went in there and killed, which not hard against the Jets. Caught that same one hand pat he did years ago against the Cowboys a couple of years ago. The exact same thing. He was killing that secondary. Trumaine Johnson for the Jets he sucks. He sucks. That you're lucky. The fact that the Jets defense, I don't know, but their secondary is terrible. But the only thing they can hold their hat on is their front seven. That D line actually is still pretty good. I mean, my boy Quentin Williams though, he's a beast. He's a beast. So they got pressure on him, mostly because Baker keeps on holding the ball. There's nothing besides that.
And their line sucks too.
And their line, just sucks. But the Jets. This is my problem with the Jets, right? I hate the team, obviously, but Le'Veon Bell is definitely worth the money you paid him. And the fact that Adam Gase is we don't want to pay him the money is your reason why you should be fired. I don't know why he's a coach anyway. But Le'Veon Bell was literally holding the team on his back because besides Le'Veon Bell, this offense is god awful. Roddy Anderson had that one catch, and that was cute and all, but this offense sucks. They suck. Trevor Siemian possibly broke his ankle, so not only do you lose Sam Darnold for like 7-8 weeks, the backup gets hurt, and because they can't fucking block for him, and there's a quarterback they have, Luke Falk, who I never heard of, who literally got signed to the team like 2 days ago.
I didn't even know that.
He threw for like 198, 20 for 25, but
Probably better than Trevor Siemian.
Trevor Siemian was terrible. Like, just overthrowing everybody though, but that was a very bad hit though. Very terrible hit though. But Lord, forgive us for what the Patriots are gonna do just next week because they're gonna get obliterated. I'm sorry. Like,
We're not talking about that.
We're not talking about that later though. But the Browns have a big game next week against the Rams. So yeah, they gotta win today, but I want to see how they're gonna match up next week against the Rams. So.
Not good at all, but yeah, that's for Friday. We'll talk about.
Yeah, talk about that. But other than that, we wrap up the week 2 games.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube. We're on iTunes. We're in Spotify. Our Twitter's gonna be in the description also. Just come on, help us out, man. We're all new. We need the exposure.
Damn right.
That said, time to go.
Peace out, guys.